If you like what you see, please help me do even more Who Would Win videos by contributing to my Patreon account. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe.
Good evening. I've just seen Avengers Endgame, and let me tell you something. It is incredible. Everything you've heard is right on point. Let's get to the review right now.
Hello out there, and welcome to my latest video. I'm sure by now, most if not all of you have seen Avengers Endgame, so rather than the standard movie review, I'm just going to go over my top 5 greatest moments, in my opinion, that happened in the movie. If I review the movie a little bit in the course of things, very well. First of all, I'm sure most of you agree that this was well worth the wait. What a fantastic ending to a fantastic spectacle. 11 years in the making, 22 films, and now all, or at least most of the questions have been answered. There was thrills, spills, chills. There was some fears and some tears. Now, before I get into the list, there are some small, petty criticisms I will make. After all, virtually nothing in this world is perfect, and there were some issues I had with the film. Yes, I think the beginning part, there were some slow parts, although that's a nitpick because after all, after such a long build-up and such an involved labyrinth of story, you had to slow down to have some exposition and to get you to go where you were going to the action parts later. So that's a small part. I think there's some things that could have been trimmed, but it really didn't feel long, even though there was a bit slow. Others have made that criticism. I think some of that is valid, but it's a nitpick. Another one is after the Hulk, Incredible Hulk Thanos confrontation in Infinity War, I really was hoping for either a World War Hulk or a World Breaker Hulk situation to get involved. I thought the catalyst of something like that would be the unfortunate and tragic loss of Black Widow that would upset Professor Banner Hulk and turn him into World War Hulk, at least for a part of the battle sequence. But he never had a battle scene throughout the whole film. Maybe that was their point and that was his story arc, but come on, this is the Incredible Hulk. I was really hoping for him to tear it loose at least one more time, but again, considering his role in the film and considering what an excellent picture was otherwise, that's also another nitpick that I can live with, and maybe we'll see a World War Hulk or World Breaker Hulk in later Marvel films. And now, on to the 5 best parts of the film. Number 5, Ant-Man returned from the quantum zone. Yes, by the mistake of a rat of all things, inadvertently turning on the machine, we find out how Ant-Man returns, and the first glimmer of hope that the Avengers can reverse the snap heard round the universe of Thanos begins. Ant-Man returns from the quantum zone, eventually makes his way back to the Avengers, and he is the one that brings the first kernels of a way to reverse everything by theorizing that time travel is possible. That leads, of course, to number 4. The Avengers teams in their various quests to get back the stones to combine back to the gauntlet and turn everything around. Each one of them was a taunt, tension-filled quest to return the stones, gather them back up, and be able to reverse the snap. And all of them are successful. Unfortunately, there's some hiccups. One, past Nebula, because of the mental leak to present Nebula, Thanos and crew are able to discern what the Avengers are trying to do, and past Thanos learns about the stones and that he did succeed in combining them all together. So they have that link, and what could have been a smooth, uncomplicated mission is imperiled because Thanos now is aware of what they're trying to do, and they go on their own quest to get the stones before the Avengers do. And of course, the worst and most tragic hiccup of all, Black Widow and Hawkeye, in their quest to succeed in their mission, it is found out that one of them has to sacrifice the thing they love the most. Black Widow and Hawkeye compete to be the ones that sacrifice their life as per instruction by the Red Skull. Everyone knows how he got there. I don't have to get into that. And if you don't know, there's other there's other ways to find out by like going to see the film. Needless to say, before you see this, spoilers. If you don't want to, if you haven't seen the movie yet, I don't want to inadvertently tell you things that you don't know yet. So please see the movie first and then come right back here for my list. But anyway, they actually fight it out, and unfortunately, one of them had to go, and it turns out to be the Black Widow. You know, I love that character. I've been around long enough to be there almost from when she first appeared in Marvel Comics. And I really hated to see her go because I think she's been underrated. And when she finally got, when I found out in the first Avengers film that she was coming to the Marvel Universe, I was thrilled because I've always loved her. And long before other female badasses in Marvel, such as Elektra and Psylocke and Silver Sable, Black Widow was the one that was holding it down in terms of a butt-kicking woman. So to have her culminate in her, I guess, necessary but tragic demise and sacrifice, that's certainly not one of my best 5 moments. And the one thing that marred all the missions that the Avengers were going into to complete their mission. But, you know, it's a cliche, but Marvel keeps it real. In real life, if these things were happening, the good guys aren't always going to come out on top with no casualties. And this was the most, in my opinion, tragic of all, and I truly hated it.